Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an immediate reaction video. In this video, we're going to go ahead and react to the Usyk Fury fight that just went down. And my God, was it a damn good fight, man.
Banger.
This thing, this is probably the best fight I've seen this year. And I'm going to say it was so damn close throughout the fight. And we got a lot to unpack. We'll try to make it quick. So let's get right into it. Julio, when we discussed our
Yeah.
predictions,
Uh-huh.
I said Hart says Usyk, mine says Fury, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go with Usyk. You
Yep.
said the same thing, but that you were
But
gonna
I
go
went Fury. Yeah.
with the bigger man.
Oh, yeah.
Now, as you're watching this fight in the early rounds, what are you thinking when they're kind of getting into it?
In the early rounds, man, I think Usyk did a hell of a job working his game plan, staying on top of the way that he wanted the fight to go. He pressured Fury a lot. I love the way that he was utilizing combinations going from the body to the head just to kind of mix it up, always constantly moving. It was all around for him anyway. I give him the first 2 rounds, possibly even the first 3 rounds, even though Fury did kind of wake up after that and stop messing around, which is typical of Tyson Fury, right? You see him joke around, play around a lot, try to do that whole put my hands behind my back as I'm moving my head type deal, So for me, very classic Fury, but I give those opening rounds in the beginning part of the fight to Usyk, just based off of the amount of pressure he was giving, the combinations he was putting together, and trying to work his way slowly but surely behind Fury's guard, so that way he could land some shots. So yeah, that I think it was really good on his part.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. Usyk took the first 2, Tyson took the next 2, and that's just kind of how the fight played out. I thought
Mm-hmm.
Tyson kind of goofed around way too much, and in the
Way
end,
too
it bit
much.
him in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
He was throwing the jab early, and I was like, damn smart. That's what you do against a smaller guy. Stick him with the jab, keep him in the
Mm-hmm.
distance. He
Mm-hmm.
was shooting some uppercuts to the body, and that was keeping Usyk off balance. He wobbled Usyk a
He rocked
couple of
him.
times,
Yeah, he
and I
rocked
was like, okay, the big man's doing what the big man needs to do. Usyk came out. He was pressuring Tyson. He was in his face. He was taking shots, but he was getting in there.
him. Mm-hmm.
And I think the turning point, at least in my opinion, was when he caught him with that left and he busted
Oh,
him up and he gave him like a
mhm,
mouse, right? And then his
mhm.
nose started
Started
bleeding.
bleeding. I think he broke his nose, but I can't confirm that
Could,
yet.
could be,
Mhm.
it might come out, but I think that scared Fury. And he's been cut pretty bad over his eye and stuff before. Like
Mhm.
he's been in some stuff like that. But I think this is what I said, and I'll man up to it. I did it after I've seen Fury get
Come
knocked
back from the dead.
down by Deontay Wilder. I was like, Usyk does not have Deontay Wilder power.
Bro.
There's no way he's gonna keep him down, right? So we get to the 8th, and it's 4-4, and then we hop into the ninth, and then in the ninth, you
Woo!
see Usyk just start bombarding Fury, man, and he rocked him, and he's like on his feet, he's wobbling, he's like
Yep.
falling against the ropes. Usyk's just throwing bombs, and everything he's throwing is landing. And Tyson, he doesn't do the normal, like normal fighters in that situation, they'll take a knee or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost like he caught himself on the ropes and he just kind of went down like, I'm
Yeah.
conceding, I'm down. Like I
Yeah.
think he tried his best to stay up. You said at that point what
Yeah.
when you saw that? What did you say?
Basically, I said that should have stopped that fight right then and there. He's already hurt. He's basically out on his feet. literally out on his feet. So for me, from my perspective, I understand it's a championship fight. I understand that, both of these guys are heavyweight champions in their own right, for the sake of argument. And I understand again what most people have seen, as far as, if you've been following boxing and if you've been watching both of these guys' career, you've seen Tyson Fury come back from way worse situations, right? But to me, at that point, in order to salvage a fighter, to not let him get hurt any worse in any other fight, in any other scenario, that would have been the referee stepping in, waving his hands, going, "That's it, the fight's done, it's over." And then the thing that frustrated me the most was he was saved by if it wasn't for that bell saving his ass and getting him back into his corner to where he could regroup, he could figure out, okay.
Now the bell didn't save him as far as, he was down and the bell
Yeah.
rang. It
No.
was
Yeah.
the end of the round.
Yeah, it was the end of the round. Right
Right.
after they counted him back into the fight. You know what I
Right.
mean? And to me, that count was way, way long. And if you notice, and I actually caught this, the ref didn't necessarily stop them from fighting. It was the announcer guy that started counting 1, 2, and then the ref kind of looked over in that direction. It was like, yeah, 3, 4, 5.
So I kind of
So I
caught
caught
something
that.
like that,
I
but
caught that, bro.
it wasn't that. The timing was weird, but it was one of those when Tyson kind of went down. The referee got in the middle, and he was kind of telling Usyk, go to a neutral, and the guy on the overhead speaker was starting to count.
Yeah.
So the ref kind of was like listening, where's the count at? And then he picked up from there. You heard 1, 2, 3,
But
4, and then the
but
ref picked up at
typically,
5.
that is the ref's job. The ref is the one that indicates to the announcer, now the count starts, and he starts counting
But it
as the
wasn't
ref
it
is
wasn't
counting.
the announcer. It was like the
Or
PA guy.
whoever it
Like
was. Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen
I've
that
never
really.
exactly. I've never seen it
But
either. That's why
but
to me it was like,
I think
you're
that kind
saving this
of.
motherfucker right now. You're
But
you're
he's
saving
not,
his
because
ass.
when he went down, the PA guy started the count. So it wasn't even like, oh, I'm gonna go deal with this and then come and start the count. It was the referee literally picked up where the PA guy kind of started his count. So I'm not
I
gonna even
guess
say
we'll
that was
have
a bad
to.
count.
I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree right now, because I don't
Okay.
I don't see it that way. But
But
that's neither here nor there.
I think the other thing is the referee understands this is an undisputed heavyweight match.
Yeah.
I've seen Tyson recover.
Hmm.
Tyson's recovery is next level, dog.
Oh,
Like,
bro, hell
I
yeah.
would never question him being in a fight after seeing what Deontay Wilder did to him and now what Usyk did and
Yeah.
his recovery. Because he came back, I think it was the 10th, and he won that round, I believe. Like
Yeah.
he started coming back, but Usyk was just he started the fight heavy pressure.
Hmm.
Usyk was breathing heavy, and I was like, I don't know how long he can sustain this kind of
Hmm.
pressure. Fury looked fresh. Fury looked like he wasn't breathing hard, and you see how bad built he is, right? And you're just like, man,
Yeah.
how does this dude do it?
And it's funny because throughout the fight, they were talking about how he's in the best shape he's ever been. He's lost so much weight, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, this guy is just bad built all the way around, all the
Bad.
time.
He got
So
chicken legs, back fat. Like he's just
my
goofy
man,
looking
my man is skipping leg day. He's just,
every day.
bro, it was
But
just,
he's an amazing boxer, bro.
oh
Like
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
saw that guy in the street, you're just like, bro, that guy ain't.
Yeah.
How is that guy a premier athlete, right? You're just
Yeah.
you don't see Fury and you're just like, that guy's a premier athlete. It's like, bro, he
Yeah.
bad built as hell. But like I said, when Usyk made him bleed at that point, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like the whole momentum shift, and then from there, Usyk was on the offensive, and he was just hunting him down, hunting him down.
Yeah.
The fact I know you said that you missed the end of the fight as
Hmm.
far as like the
The very last round, the 12th round.
Yeah, did you catch any of the post-fight interviews?
No, I didn't.
Fury's
I
like,
didn't.
I feel like I won that fight. And I'm like, I don't know what fight
You were watching?
you were in the middle of, but I saw the fight and it was damn close outside that 10-8 round.
Yeah.
But I think that was just enough. I don't know how he said decisively like he thought he won that fight. And they both agreed that it should be an immediate rematch, and they're looking at October for the rematch. It's kind of what was uh, initially thrown out there. So I'm
Which is
looking
expected.
forward to it, bro.
Yeah, which is expected, especially after they made it all the way through all 12 rounds or 11 rounds.
12.
12. So even though the fight went the distance, again, a lot of good back and forth. I don't see how Fury gets in his mind that he won that fight. You could obviously tell that because of the horse playing and bullshitting around that he did at the very beginning of the
That
fight,
cost him, I
that's
think.
what cost him. I think those points cost him. At the end of the day, we all know that boxing isn't just about, knocking people out. It's about using technique. It's about how many punches you land, how
Stacking
many
up
points you can
points.
score.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, Usyk did what he needed to do to make sure that if it went to the cards, he was going to win the fight, and that's what ended up happening.
They said
So
this was the most anyone has ever landed punches on Tyson Fury was
there
Usyk.
you go, and that's enough said right there. That right there speaks volumes, and I guarantee you that people will look at Usyk now differently, give him way more
Give that
opportunities
man
now.
all his respect, dog.
Oh yeah, they're going to give him all kinds of respect. So I'm glad that they announced that right after the fight that yeah, they're ready to go for a rematch again and in October, and I hope
Riyadh, pick up the check, Riyadh. Let's pay him
I,
again. Let's watch it again.
I hope to God that Fury goes in this time with that mindset of I'm not here to fuck around. This isn't just some other bullshit ass fight, and takes it seriously and starts boxing from the get, because he did show signs of, again, Tyson is a very good, well-versed fighter. He has a lot of good skill. So for me, if he would have added more pressure instead of trying to fight off the back foot, I think that the fight would have been a completely different fight. And I think that Tyson would have probably had an edge at that point. But
Hey,
since he
he
kept,
was I felt like he was rope a doping Usyk, bro. Like
I think he was trying to, I think that was his mindset. But in all
he was
honesty,
like,
even the
this guy
commentators,
won't get tired.
yeah, even the commentators were saying that, they don't know why he kept fighting off the back foot,
Back
because every
foot.
time that he kept going forward, he was actually showing
He was
glimpses
winning
that
the fight
yeah, he was
on the
getting on
front
his
foot,
ass. Yeah,
but like the 1-2 was getting there, dog. It's like
bro.
jab, jab,
Mm-hmm.
ta ta ta,
Yep.
and I'm like, okay, you doing what you got to do, but he never got aggressive.
Yeah.
He
And I
never stayed aggressive. I would say like he'd start getting in the momentum, and then he just kind of back off and
yeah.
start goofing around. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
and he paid for it in the long run.
Yep.
So
And I gotta say, even though I picked Tyson to win, once I started, especially in that ninth round, when I saw Usyk put it on Tyson, I was screaming to the top of my lungs, "Get this motherfucker down! Put him out! Put him on the fucking canvas, bro!" I was screaming. I was like, "Bro, come
it
on!"
was
It
so
was a good
hype,
fight.
dog. That
Hell
was
yeah! It was.
a damn good fight. I can't wait to see the rematch. Hell of a fight. Shout
Mhm.
out Usyk for the win.
Hell yeah!
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury, shout out for putting on a good show as well. And I can't wait to see it again. Julio, any closing thoughts, or we good like that, brother?
No, man, I think we're good. I just, like you said, I second everything you said. I can't wait for the rematch. I'm super pumped, super hyped for this. I hope that if you didn't tune in to watch the fight, watch the replays, watch and be ready for the rematch. The rematch is going to be outstanding.
Out effing standing, man. So with that
Hell
being
yeah.
said, we appreciate you joining us on this immediate reaction video. We will catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.
Peace.